This is what?
That was the fastest countdown I've ever heard in my life.
Fastest countdown. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Thursday stream with Jake Gagan and YourPOP. YourPOP will be joining us here soon. And we also have Rodney, My Crypto Journey. Rodney, how are you doing on this beautiful Thursday?
Great morning, Jake. I'm having a fantastic day so far. Daddy Jerome Powell laid the smackdown yesterday. But besides all the cryptocurrency FUD and the fact that cryptocurrency may never exist again, I'm doing all right, man. How about you?
Yeah, besides that, man, besides Bitcoin falling below $25,000, us having to go get normal jobs again,
yeah,
I'm doing good. But cryptocurrency is taking a hit. We're going to be taking a look at everything that's happening in the cryptocurrency space, meme coins as well, all the hot meme coins. And the cool thing about the meme coin space, Rodney, even though Bitcoin fell below $25,000, there's still meme coins that are pumping. There's still ways to make money during these dark days. So we'll take a look at all those, guys. If you're joining us, make sure to smash that like button on the stream. Let's just take a quick look at the market before we get into it. You saw the news, man. You saw the news with Jerome Powell. Hawkish news from Jerome Powell. We fell below a 25K Bitcoin. We're sitting below a 25K Bitcoin. I mean, how are you feeling right now? What's your strategy right here? Are you buying more? Are you loading up? Are you waiting for us to go a little bit lower? Let me know your strategy here.
Yeah, so I have a couple of wallets, obviously some public ones, and then I ended up selling a lot of my meme coins and putting them into ETH and Bitcoin and stuff like that, just because I want to buy the more tried and true cryptos in the space. And honestly, the shelf lives of these meme coins are becoming like shorter and shorter. So get in, make your money, get out. That's been like my rules. And right now, it's probably a good time that if you're in a meme coin, you're making money, take some profits or pull out altogether. I mean, not financial advice, but yeah, just buying the dip on these more tried and true cryptos, because the focus has been on other cryptos that are classified securities. But even though Bitcoin is dumping, Bitcoin's kind of like out of the crosshairs of the SEC for now.
Probably a good strategy. Yeah. I mean, are there any meme coins that you're in, like that you're in profits on? It's like most of these meme coins that I bought are all dead. Like dead, Rodney. Like they pumped to multiple hundreds of millions of dollars of market caps, and now they're below 10 million. So it's like, what profits, So I think for me, for most of these, I'm leaving them in. I think for some meme coins like Memecoin, Pepe, a few other ones, I'm still in the green. I'm probably just going to hold them. I have, I believe that they're going to do well. But a lot of these meme coins, dude, you always say it, they're here for a good time, not a long time. And like how wild though. I mean, multiple hundreds of millions of market caps now below 5 million market caps. What the hell happened?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's just the story of meme coins. And I love meme coins. You love meme coins. But we understand that they're just gambling, dude. A lot of them are just gambling. And that's fine. That's okay. There's a space for that. There's a time and place to make money on meme coins. But you have to know how to use them. And you have to understand that. I mean, you put out a sweet list of things that are kind of like your principles for investing in meme coins.
Let's check them out right now. Yeah, I just made a video on it too. It's the 7 crypto commandments that I've coined. And I think I missed a few. Like there's some that I've missed, but there's other ones that are pretty tried and true. Guys, we have 69 people exactly watching us on Twitter, another 65 on YouTube, guys. Make sure to hit that like button if you're on YouTube. And also retweet this on Twitter as well. We have a fun stream going on here today. But here's my 7 crypto commandments. There could be probably 30, right? But for me, here's my 7. Number 1, take your profits. You and I always preach this. We get shit from other influencers like,
always.
Why are you telling people to take profit? It's like, bro, wait, what are you talking about? This person just turned $10,000 into $350,000. Do you want me to tell them to hold till the FOMC meeting and Bitcoin crashes and now their $10,000 is worth $7,000? It's like, if you're in the green, you're in the green, take profits.
Yeah. No, dude, 100%. I mean, because what comes first before any meme coin or any promotion or anything is our community. Why? Because you guys come back every single day. Why? We want you to make money, little weirdos. So the beauty of our channels is that we get to, dabble in meme coins when even times are tough, and sometimes you're never going to be able to. You're not going to be in profits again. That's just the story. That's just the name of the game.
Make money, man. The whole point of this is to make money. Like the whole point of cryptocurrency is to make money, and you can take profits respectfully, right? That guy Crypto Noah, he turned $40,000, or he turned $50,000 into 40 million, and he was selling, but he wasn't selling all 40 million at a time. One, I don't think he could, but two, it's like he was doing it in batches, 200K here, 200K here. He was doing it respectfully. You and I both have seen a lot of scams go on, right? Like the newest one, I don't even know if you can protect against a SIM card hack. But number 2, never click on links and use a hardware wallet. This is more security. But I mean, there's ways where someone can send Rodney, they can send you a link, say, hey, check out this Dex Tools, send you a link. If you have crypto on your phone and you click on that link, or you have crypto on your MetaMask, they can clear your whole entire wallet, man. Like phishing links, they can clear your whole entire wallet. So using, never clicking links, using a hardware wallet is important. What about number 3? What about number 3? Is it important to not become a maxi of any
Oh,
project?
for the love of God, guys. Here's the thing: like developers are the number one man. And just to just a scoot back to what you were saying about taking profits. You know, Crypto Noah and Mr. Diamond Hands, they got shamed by the main developer, Saitama, back when they sold. He called them out publicly on Twitter. Guess who was smart and right the entire time? Those men. So kudos to them for not really not really caving to the pressure. But yeah, don't become a maxi. It's okay to like a crypto. It's okay to join a Telegram. It's okay to be a part of a Twitter group. But man, don't let it cost you hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands or maybe even hundreds of dollars. You know what I mean?
Exactly, guys. And we are going to bring in our third guest, the trifecta of three amigos, and we're going to get back into this. His name is YourPOP Ahmed. Let's bring him in. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome in YourPOP to the stream. YourPOP, how are we doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. It is a interesting day here in the crypto space. We have a lot to talk about here, but as you guys know, the boys are consistent every Thursday, 10 a.m. PST, guys. If you're on Twitter, retweet the space, spread it around on Twitter. We love Twitter. We're bullish on Twitter, but also if you're on YouTube, guys, make sure to leave a comment, say what's up to the boys in the chat. Pop, we're just going over the 7 crypto commandments. There's probably more. There's probably hundreds that we could do, but we're on number 5. I want to get your thoughts on this. Not chasing green candles. This is probably what number 5 and 6 are tough. They're so tough. They're very tough for me to do as well. Because when the markets are pumping and you see Pepe go to 1.6 billion, you see Binance list them and crypto.com and KuCoin, that's when you want to buy in, right? That's not when you want to take profits. You really have to use reverse psychology in cryptocurrency. Pop, you've been investing for a number of years. What's your take on this? Like, what's your strategy? How are you able to pull profits when everybody's most bullish? And how are you able to put money in on days like today or days that are coming when Jerome Powell's coming after cryptocurrency and inflation's not looking good and the SEC suing Binance and Coinbase? Like, how are you able to muster the courage to, 1, take profits when it's going up, and 2, put in money when it's going down?
Man, it's not easy. Earlier, I was messaging some friends when I woke up. I was like, damn, dude, Jeets are in full effect. And I don't know. I was like, is it time to put money into stables and just chill out for the summer, focus on health and take care of myself? Like, that's the kind of questions you ask yourself. Even if you've been in this space for a couple of years, it's like, you know, you want to kind of step back. But shout out to Jake for the 7 commandments. We actually have been used. You had a pin on your profile. I took a screenshot. And now when we start our spaces, Stecky and I, we always read Jake Gagan 7 commandments.
Really? Wow, that makes me happy. I'm actually, well, it was first called 7 ways to win in crypto. And as a Jew, I said, you know what? I need to do 7 crypto commandments. So I'm going to pin it. I'm going to pin it back up here, and I'm going to actually leave it there for quite some time. So it's now pinned up here. And also, look, this one's big running, especially the developers, right? A lot of influencers, you can listen to them. You can actually trust a lot of, I trust both guys on the stream, right? I trust them. Like, I feel like they're bringing good plays. They're trying to do their best. There's a lot of influencers you can't trust, but I don't know if I've met a developer I can necessarily trust.
Hell no.
Right? That I can trust. Like, I don't think there's a developer out there. The Bear Jew, I like that. I don't know if there's a developer out there, Rodney, that I can actually trust. A lot of these developers, man, especially undoxed ones, it's like, you don't know what they're doing with these wallets. You don't know how many wallets they have. It's an interesting space. And we've seen it a lot, especially dox developers that show their face. How many times have we heard the lies of, we're going to be the next big thing, we're going to take this here, we got these big plans, and in the background, they're just selling on their investors. Selling.
Here, pop quiz for you guys. How do you know when a developer's lying?
They're talking.
What? Yeah, exactly. When their lips are moving, God damn it. You know what I mean? It's like,
they're alive.
Yeah, because we're influencers, we're billboards, we're ad people, right? They don't care what happens to us. They don't care. And we're the ones who get blamed when we promote a crypto. So the best thing we can do is say, hey, man, when you're up, you're up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, guys. We have 100 people in the stream. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Let's get into some meme coins, right? Because I was on my stream yesterday. There was meme coins pumping. I think we had Dollar Squeeze. We had tokens. We had Raptor. We had tokens that are going crazy. So even when there's blood on the streets, I personally haven't been investing in meme coins the past couple of days just because of it. But if you are an investor and you are a DJ and you want to, you can still make money. Pop, how crazy is that? Even when there's blood on the streets, the SEC suing Binance, Coinbase, meme coins are still coming out. Meme coins are still making people money on a daily basis.
Never a dull moment in crypto. Like yesterday, 1 a.m., Stecky messages me. It's funny. Like, it's just been Stecky and I, because I'm loving Twitter, by the way, folks. Like, YouTube has been like my mainstay, but Twitter is just so laid back, in my opinion. Like, spaces, you could be on there for hours. You don't feel tired, but in front of a camera, the lights, the screen time, you get kind of fatigued. But with Twitter space, you just put the phone next to you and you just start talking, right? So,
Rodney, Let's crank it back up, bro. Let's crank up the Twitter Spaces again. Because you're right. Because like right now, all of us have a setup. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, we have the lights, we have the camera. You have to be on. So Twitter, you can just lay back on the phone on the couch and be on Spaces.
Exactly, and I have a newborn, so with a baby around, like it's nice. I'm like, oh, I can take care of him. I don't have to worry about like if he starts crying, I mute myself, pass the mic over. But with a camera and a video, you can't just be like, oh, peace out, guys. Like, I gotta walk away.
Are you bullish on Twitter? Like, what's your take on Twitter? I saw you put out a poll. Like, hey, let's actually check out your poll. You put out a poll and saying, hey, like, what's your where do you get your crypto information news? A lot of people get their news from Twitter. And congrats on hitting 203,000 followers.
Woo!
Absolutely massive.
Wild, dude.
Big there. In terms of crypto talk / info, what's your preference? I mean, dude, for me, and I would consider myself a YouTuber. When people ask what I do, I say YouTube. But I get most of my crypto news and information on Twitter. And it looks like everybody else does as well. Chat, let us know in the comments, guys. Just put Twitter or YouTube in the comments. Where do you guys get your news? I mean, obviously, some people are watching this on Twitter, others on YouTube. Rodney, what about you? I mean, in terms of crypto talk / info, what's your preference?
Well, Twitter is fastest because it takes time to fire up a video. It takes time to like read the news when it comes out on Twitter first. It takes time to, get to your studio, get home. But on Twitter, you can retweet things or you just type it out as soon as the news hits the main or the public. So it's obviously Twitter. Twitter has to be it.
My question for both of you is if Twitter, which is going to happen in the next few weeks, is paying content creators for their tweets, for their streams, would you consider maybe doing more Twitter-based stuff if it was paying maybe as much or more than YouTube does for each of you?
I think so, man, because you also get a lot of reach on Twitter. Like Rodney and I did a space yesterday. We had close to 300 people in there. Rodney, how many comments do we have on that space that we did yesterday? We had 1,500 comments.
Nuts. Yeah, 1,500 comments. And I mean, we already started making the transition towards Twitter because I started putting like little short videos out. They get a lot of views. Tucker Carlson is getting lots of views on there. And we started dual streaming on Twitter because the writing is on the wall. When you have a platform that's actually truly decentralized, like Twitter's truly, crypto is truly decentralized, like it has to be the spot.
How much better do you feel on Twitter? Like right now on YouTube, like we cannot say certain things, right? You can't, like if you curse, you're going to get in trouble. If you talk about certain things, you get in trouble. Twitter's pretty much free speech, right? You can talk about anything. Anything goes pretty much.
Yeah, as long as you're not like, making complete crazy statements and, being absolutely,
you don't get canceled now. But
yeah,
you can say whatever you want and like that. You won't get demonetized if that makes sense, at least.
Isn't it wild? There was a day like on Twitter where you had to kind of be careful about what you tweeted about. You could get canceled. Like your whole livelihood could get canceled. So shout out to Elon Musk for doing what he does. Shout out to, but we're also seeing YouTube switch. I think YouTube is now saying, I saw it. I was listening to the Andrew Tate podcast with Patrick Bet-David, and they flipped their switch. You can now talk about the 2020 election results on YouTube now without getting demonetized, without having any fear, which is how it always should be, right? That's how it should be. You should be able to have free speech, especially as independent journalists, which essentially is what we are in the space, guys. 120 people on YouTube. Make sure to smash that like button, guys. Give us some gems to look at. For you guys, what gems should we pull up here today? What tokens should we look at today? Let's start with Pepe. I think it's a good starting point. I just made a video on Pepe. Little clickbait video saying, is it over for Pepe? Personally, guys, I don't believe it's over. Before we get into the Pepe charts, we just got a huge donation from the Dollar Squeeze team. They said DSQ making sound again in here. DSQ chart is on a dip and found support. We are getting buys in and are ready for 100 to 500 BNB buybacks and burn from our 3.2% supply left on PCS. After utility, we do lifetime, Rodney, lifetime partnerships with all influencers. Obviously, Rodney's a little bit older than YourPOP and I, so our partnerships will be a little bit longer, but doing lifetime partnerships with influencers. Thank you so much to the DSQ, Dollar Squeeze team.
What is this? One of you mentioned it earlier in the stream. What is this Dollar Squeeze? Maybe we should
used to be Dollar Pepe, but...
Did this used to be Dollar Pepe?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so this was a token that migrated to Dollar Pepe. We pulled it up yesterday, and the chart was just all green candles. So I guess they migrated, but they just sent in a $100 donation. Thank you to the team for doing so.
And what do you guys think of that? Whenever a dev, like I'm guessing that's the team, right? Whenever a dev comes out and says they're going to do like stupid big buybacks, like what do you guys think of that? I think that's bullish in my opinion. It's like they're taking their own money that they made from something. They're like, you know what? Let's help the chart out. Let's help the community out.
It's important. Yeah. And at first I was like, how legal is this, right? But then you saw Facebook do it. Meta did it. What was it? Maybe in February, they did a 40 billion buyback.
Oh yeah.
So people are doing it in the traditional market, people are doing it in the crypto market, and I think it's bullish because these devs have money, whether it's through tokenomics or through wallets or through investing, and they're putting money back into the project. There's no way that you can classify it as anything but bullish, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I like it because especially during hard times like this, it makes the chart look healthy. Now, it is obviously artificial, right? It's an artificial pump, but they're reinvesting money back into the product and back into the chart, which does help people who buy the dip and stuff because it gives them the opportunity to take profits, right? So, if you're taking profits and stuff like that, that's actually perfect. I like it. I like it. I think it's
Absolutely.
It's not bad.
It's only a bullish sentiment. Now, Pepe. This was a token. YourPOP. You found this thing. When did you find this thing? You found this thing before pretty much anybody else. You found this thing early. What market cap was it?
18 million. I purchased like a few ETH at 18 mil. I remember.
That is insane. So 18 million up to a 1.66 billion, falling down to a $356 million market cap today. Let's go around the table, guys. Bullish or bearish? How are we feeling about Pepe today? And I'm talking about the long-term Pepe. Let's talk about into the next bull market. How do we feel about Pepe today? Are we bullish or bearish on Pepe? Rodney, you go first.
Bullish.
Damn. I'm bearish until the next bull market. Like it's going to keep, in my opinion, continue to downtrend until the market completely turns around.
100%. I agree with that
too. And when do we think that's going to happen, right? Like we had this little mini meme coin bull run that we saw. We saw Bitcoin up to 28K. Now we're seeing crypto crash a little bit. Do we still think, I mean, we've been saying on this channel 2024 is the year. Do we still think it's going to be 2024 until we see the next bull run?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm with Rodney. Like early 2024, late 2023 is kind of my speculation. So just got to stay alive until then. Like that's literally what everyone needs to do. All the traders, all the degens, you just got to stay alive. You got to make sure you're doing something, be productive somehow.
You just have to survive. And how fun is it when the meme coins are flying? I mean, dude, the last couple of months, like April and May, were so fun. April and May were incredible.
Oh, man,
everything was flying. But there's a lot of lessons learned. Like I got wrecked on a lot of my meme coins. I didn't really take too many profits. Like it's the number one rule. You have to take profits. But it was a fun time. A lot of these projects disappeared. Some will survive. But I am bullish on meme coins long term just because of the community aspect. We saw what Shiba Inu and Dogecoin did. I do think that Pepe had so much hype. First off, do you guys think that Pepe needs to develop any utility, or you think they're fine just being a meme coin as they are now?
I think that man, it depends, because I do think it is moving with the market. So I think that's nice because it shows some stability, and it shows that if the market's going to pump, it's going to pump. That's what we've seen. If the market sends, Pepe sends. If the market dumps, Pepe dumps. There's been a couple days where it hasn't been the case, but that's usually been the case. But I do think that it would be nice for them to have some sort of like some kind of street team to kind of engage with the community, like Shib did in the beginning. And then, I mean, maybe somebody coming out with some sort of utility or something to look forward to could be bullish.
Absolutely. And Pop, what about you? I mean, you saw Shiba Inu. Like Shiba Inu has come out with a lot, and we're going to transition to Shiba Inu because Satoshi finally made a tweet. Rodney was on him for this.
Oh,
he finally made a tweet. Something physical is coming. We'll talk about that. But Shiba Inu, they started as a meme coin, right? And then they launched NFTs, and then I think they launched Shiba Swap first, and then they have the Shiba. Like they have all these different utilities rolling out. Do you think Pepe needs to develop some sort of utility, or are they fine just being a meme coin as they are now?
I think again, like as a social token and a meme coin, I think it's fine for it to stay as is. I feel like right now there's enough community that when the bull market comes, it's going to have that social media presence that Shib had, that any other project had. So I think, again, with that being said, like it is what it is, and utility might help, but I think during these market conditions, it's not going to matter.
We just need to survive. That's goal number one. It's been the goal of the entire bear market: survive, but also invest too. It's like I've been trying to, even during these dark days. Like yesterday, I bought some more cryptocurrencies. I bought more Pepe. I bought more Ethereum. I bought more Bitcoin. It's like a small amount, right? Dollar cost average. You don't want to do it. When the markets are dipping, you don't want to do it, but that's a time that you have to do it. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Rodney was on Shiba Inu's ass on their case for not posting enough, for not updating. But we have something coming here today from Shiba Inu. Pop, you're more in touch with the SHIB community. Satoshi said something physical is coming. First off, does SHIB have do they have a physical like credit card yet? Does SHIB already have a credit card?
No, nothing
crypto
official.
Card? And this is the only thing I can really think of. I mean, what else could something physical be? What's your take on this?
I mean, the weird thing is they already have like physical assets, so like the Welly's burger chain thing that they have in Italy. Like there's merchandise, there's stuff like that. They've partnered with some pretty big people, but again, I think a card that'd be kind of cool. But I really don't know. Because of how meme coins have been over the last couple months, I've kind of been out of touch with like all things SHIB. I'm in a Shiba Leaks channel on Telegram with Shaitoshi and a few other big Shiba guys. Yeah, Ragnar, some of the other big dudes. But yeah, it's just been super quiet. I feel like they've all been degens, head down, trading all these memes as well. Like, why not? So
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard about the champion like clothing thing too. I don't think that might be SHIB though. I think that might be another SHIB project, the SHIB Prime one. So yeah, I mean, I think that we're meme coin degens at heart, and even those guys are going to get into some meme coins too. Because all the people that are in SHIB, like the top, you could say like the big people in SHIB, we're all just degens too.
Absolutely, yeah. I haven't heard about the champion partnership, but it's an interesting time in the crypto space. And I think Pop said it best. You just have to survive. Like you really do, because we've all experienced a bull run, right? It's the wildest time that you can ever like. There's literally a time where every token that comes out, you can cover your eyes. And Pop, I know you remember these days. You could take a dart, you could have it up there, and you could just whoop whoop whoop, and all of them. Every token went to 100+ million.
Crazy.
And we even saw it though with these tokens that launched here in May. I mean, tokens went in April. Like Mong is a good example. It went to a $230+ million market cap. Should we even pull up the Mong chart? Let's pull it up. Let's just see what they're at today. Sure. Because it's wild that it could go.
Hold up, Fade. What's up, Pop with the fresh fade? Damn, boy. Turn it to
yeah. Just got a haircut. Boy. First one in like a month and a half.
Jake over there looking dusty as hell, boy.
Come on, son. I just got a fresh cut too. Come on, son.
I have to drain the main vein real quick. I'll be right back and grab some coffee.
Go drain it. Yep. But Pop, a token like Mong, right? It went from a 0 market cap to a 228 million, fell down, pumped back up to 250 million, and now it's at under a $10 million market cap, from 230 to under a $10 million market cap. We're seeing this a lot. This is the common trend. There's certain tokens that are holding up a little bit better, right? Like Pepe is a token that, yes, it went to 1.6 million. It's at a 300, but it's consolidating here nicely. Would you say most meme coins that launched here in April or May are done, or do you think there's still some chance for revival?
That's a really good question, Jake. And I think what it comes down to, honestly, is like, are there going to be more projects launching when the bull market comes? Because people look at a chart and they're going to look back and then say, oh, this already had its run up. Maybe it's going to go back to its all-time high. That's the story that we hear all the time. But I think for most people, like what I'm more excited about are the new projects that are launching when the market is looking good. Like Mong launched at the perfect time, right? Yeah. Because after Pepe came in and did its thing, and it was like, you know what? Let us do a Pepe 2.0. And then everything else that followed, all those meme coins that pumped to 100, 150 million. It's all about timing. So again, I think these same developers, they know what they're doing. They might come back, either relaunch or create new projects from scratch. Because if it goes down to like, what was Mong, 9 million? Like
9 million, yeah.
Like what's the liquidity pool at? If you don't mind pulling that up.
7.3 million total liquidity.
That's crazy. So pretty much whatever's left in there is a 1-to-1. So anyone who sells it, like, you're not gonna really bother the chart by much. I don't know. I think they're like BitLord is gonna probably launch a new. You saw him. He's talking about launching a new project. So
sorry, I was looking at the liquidity of Pepe. So Mong is 9 million. The liquidity for Mong is 870K. But you're right. Look, a lot of these developers are serial developers, and I don't even think BitLord launched Mong. I think he was just part of the team. I don't know for sure. Yeah. He was definitely very, very close to the team. But a lot of these developers, man, are serial developers. What's the latest with Loyal and PSYOP and all that shit? Rodney, have you been following PSYOP and Loyal and everything?
Don't get me started on that, Jake. Don't get me. Yeah, the BitBoy ditched them, and now it's just a project ran by this anonymous guy or people named Beneth on Twitter. And I don't know, man. I mean, it sucks that all these promises were given to the community. And look, here's the thing, guys. I don't mind meme coins. I know what meme coins are here for, but don't feed me a big old shit sandwich. Don't tell me it's going to be on Super Bowl commercials and NBA logos and beat Uniswap. Just say, hey, it's a crap coin. Have some fun. But, I mean, I don't know what those products are going to look like. Thankfully, Ben Token may be okay if they follow through what they say they're going to follow through with. But the truth is, those Ben Token looks decent. I mean, that's not a bad chart for right now.
No.
But Loyal and PSYOP look like absolute just abandoned projects. Well, they're not abandoned, but they look like that,
To be honest, it was good for the space in a sense, in terms of there was a lot of attention, but obviously it didn't turn out the way that anybody wanted to. I mean, the Loyal airdrop was atrocious. The PSYOP airdrop, don't even get me started. That was terrible. This guy's still sitting on like $17 million. Nice. But how, like, it was wild. We covered those launches. We were never paid. All three of us. We covered the launches of Loyal. We covered the launches of PSYOP. There's like 700 people in these streams consistently. Everybody, it's wild that everybody just sent this guy money, so much money, and nothing has come from it as of yet. But my thing is like, dude, if we pull up Ben.eth's wallet, let's just go ahead and take a look. Ben.eth Ether scam.
Well, the Poly guy too.
And the Poly guy. I mean, he literally said, you get nothing. You get nothing. But it looks like Ben is cashing out ETH, or the value is actually probably just going down. Yeah, the value is just going down.
Yeah.
But he still has $15 million. Like, shouldn't he put some of this money back in the projects that he promised people that were going to go up, right? He promised PsyOp. He promised Loyal. Wouldn't it make sense to put some money back into those projects?
Yeah. I think buy back and burn. What was that group that donated that €100? It was DQ, whatever.
DSQ, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he needs to do something about it. Like, and he has the money to do it. That's the sad part. It's like
he's got the funds. He's not doing it. Mama Sue's in the chat. Shout out to Mama Sue. She's actually here in Orange County. Probably, I think she's in my house doing my laundry like a great mother that she is. Let's transition from the meme coin market into what happened with Rodney's boy, Jerome Powell. So U.S. inflation numbers came back good, right? 4% lower than expectations. I felt like the Fed meeting was decent, right? It wasn't too bad. But Fed Jerome Powell says it could be a couple years before the interest rate cuts. Rodney, I know you covered this story closely. Give us some information on your latest with Jerome Powell and the FOMC meeting yesterday.
Yeah, so unfortunately, guys, we're kind of getting the smackdown laid on us with the traditional stock market, and then, of course, with the whole SEC thing. Now, of course, we know the epic battle locked between Binance, CZ, Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, XRP, and, of course, Gary Gensler, right? Mr. I want to be the chair or see me work at Binance, but not anymore. But, yeah, so the issue is that we were pretty much waiting on to see if Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve would pause raising interest rates. Obviously, we printed way too much money back during the pandemic. We're paying for it now, even though they said we wouldn't, but we are paying for it now. Now, we've been killing the inflation is still high, but the rate that it's going up is slowing down. So he announced that there's going to be a pause, which is good. Now we want there to be a pivot, which you're going to stop raising interest rates. Jesus Christ, stop raising interest rates. But it turned out he says, yes, we're going to pause interest rates, but it could be a couple of years before we cut them, which means more hard economic times to come. So yeah, it's going to take a while. But look, this is any cycle. And let's get into this donation before we get back into that. Shout out to F. Rodriguez, $100 US baby said new all-time high. Here's another token that was pumping. New all-time high, Lion Phi. A lot of things are about to happen. Zero tax on purchases for today. We'll pull up both the DSQ and the Lion Phi chart in just a second, guys. We have 175 people in here. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, the Three Amigos streams. We come to you every Thursday, 10 a.m. PST on different channels. We will check out Lion Phi as well as DSQ. But more hard economic times are ahead. But any cycle, man, any cycle. I was here in 2017. I rode this thing to the bottom. I'm here in 2023. Every 4 years, we have a bull and bear market cycle, right? We go up for 3 years, we go down for one. Here's a quick question for you guys, though. Do you believe the bottom is in? Do you think that we saw it back in November with that 15.5K Bitcoin? Or do you think that we're going to be going below 15.5K here with Bitcoin?
Personally, my take is I don't think we're going to go lower than that. Like, to be honest, if we do, there's something like that UST thing that happened earlier today where people are like, if that kind of, the unexpected happens to the market, sure. But if it just continues as is, right, these SEC issues and that gets all figured out, I think we bottom out maybe around anywhere between 20 to 25K. And then hopefully we find a floor until the bull market comes. And if we do, I think, again, that's when meme coins start sending again, because meme coins just want stability in Bitcoin and ETH. If they're stable, we get the party started. So,
yep. Rodney, what about you? 15.5K? Is there any chance we go lower than that?
Well, obviously, a Tether depegging. I know Jake's a big peg guy. He loves to get pegged. But if Tether depegs, that'll definitely cause a lot of instability in the markets. And I think that we could dump lower than that. But if barring any black swan event, which who that knows what the heck's going to happen now? You know what I mean? The only thing I can expect in crypto is to expect the unexpected. But if that doesn't happen, I can't imagine us going lower than that.
Yeah, it's been the wildest year. And I've been enjoying the entire ride, right? The ups, the downs, the Celsius, the Voyagers. What's been some of the main lessons you guys have learned here in since 2021? Obviously, the peak of the bull market into all the shit with FTX, Celsius, Voyager, the SEC suing Binance and Coinbase. What's been some of the takeaways? What's been some of the lessons that you guys have learned, the main lessons and takeaways for you guys?
Not your keys, not your crypto. That's number one.
Good
number one.
A great one.
That dude, YourPOP. I think that's the biggest. I think that's the biggest lesson. Don't trust exchanges. But if I had to pick another one, it's that no one knows what the hell's going to happen. We don't know.
Fact.
What about the technical analysis wizards, Rodney? What about the TA guys on the meme coin charge? You don't trust them?
Just 300 moving average of a fucking shit Inu that launched yesterday. Says we're gonna pump the shit. It's like no one knows, and obviously like TA is great because it predicts the future based on what's happened in the past, and in the grand scheme of things, that's good because we can look at the halving and stuff like that. But in the short term, it's like we don't know because we could just have a big piece of news like, oh, Gary Gensler's like, yeah, we don't like crypto, we're gonna get rid of crypto. Like those sorts of things will dunk the entire market. So my thing is like no one knows.
Exactly. Shout out to Hal Robin for joining the YouTube memberships with the Alabama Crimson Tide photo on the back. But that's one thing I've always just never believed. Like, I think technical analysis does work with the larger market cap tokens, right? When you have trillions of dollars and hundreds of billions of dollars, I think it does work. But when the token launches, man, and it's a $50 million market cap, there's no such thing as TA. No such thing, Rodney.
There is no such thing as technical now, especially small cap meme coins. Like TA is as good as like, I don't know. It's just not good on a volatile asset like cryptocurrency. On Bitcoin, but on everything else, it's like, right.
Stecky Stex is in the house. Shout out to Stecky. We're neighbors here in Orange County. We need to meet up. He said, damn, who are these hotties? Didn't know crypto dudes were so fine. We are three good-looking gentlemen. I got to say, we are three good-looking gentlemen. And guys, we got another donation from Roy Bueno.
Damn.
Roy Bueno says, Lion Phi, it will be the most complete and fastest working ecosystem of all tokens. Guys, if they send in $300, we have to check it out. Let's pull up Lion Phi on the stream today. First off, if they're sending in $300, they must be making some money.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody good. Else is not.
In the bear market. Sheesh.
I think it's called, is it the Lion Dex, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong. Roy Bueno, before I pull up the chart, first off, thank you for the $200 donation. And thank you to our guy, F. Rodriguez, for the $100 donation. But is it the Lion Dex token? Because there's a Lion Dex. I want to make sure I pull up the correct chart. Just say yes or no in the comments. Let's see. Lion Phi, like Poppy. This chat just turned rainbow fast. Well, it is Pride Month. Is this the correct chart? I hope not, kind of.
I was gonna say, I hope not.
That's Lion Dex. All right, let's see if we can find Lion Phi.
Yeah. Ticker plus the contract address would be nice, guys.
Oh, that looks very meme, like 500 followers on Twitter. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
All right. Let's see if we can pull.
That was the realest statement I've heard.
Where is your chart, sir?
I like the website.
Lion Phi website looks good. Get to know us, who we are. It's an innovative and development multi-utility token. We're going to be one of the leading projects in the crypto ecosystem. Someone send the DEX tools to my Twitter so I can pull it up. Here's our chart right here, guys. Smart contract. Let's go ahead and pull up. So it's not the Lion DEX chart because they said all-time highs. So it's Lion Phi. Lion Phi at a $7.68 million market cap and looks like it's at all-time highs here today. Looks like a BNB token. Roy Bueno, let me pull away your donation so we can show the chart here. $7.68 million market cap on BSC. Has 446 holders, so very, very early. Pop, you like the website that they have here?
Yeah, I like especially when you first got into it like that. Yeah, that was fancy, very fancy.
We like
most devs these days, if you go look at any website, it looks like it was made by a 3-year-old. Like it's sad.
What's the ticker for that? I'm not buying anything. I just want to know what the ticker is. What's the ticker for that?
It is Lion Phi. I'll put the contract here in the private chat if you want to check it out. Lion Phi. Thank you guys so much for the Lion Phi. Yeah, so there are tokens that are at all-time highs. It's like you just have to get in. Are you guys investing at all? Are you guys right now? I mean, what's your shot? Are you, Pop? You said you're kind of going stables, or you're considering going stables. Are you turning ETH into stables? Are you kind of selling some of your older meme coins that you have? What's the strategy for the boys here?
I'm so wrecked. Like I'm wrecked, like so wrecked. And I look back, I swear to you, like I'm not kidding. April 15th, when I first started trading Pepe to where I'm at now, I think over the last 2 months, maybe got some gray hair, lost some hair up top, hair started thinning. And that was the product of my trading over the last couple months. Maybe I made some ETH, but I think again, it's like, this isn't a market. This is more of a market where you just like take a step back, relax, be like, okay, I think reality is April and May. It's not that anymore. We're in June. Yeah. It's a whole different picture. Jeets are in full effect. That's like been my favorite thing to read. And then
Jeets, yeah.
The desperation that I'm seeing, like it's getting bad. There are some projects that I'm still bullish on.
Yes.
I still have investments in that I'm up on significantly, but of course I fail to take profits. I preach to take profits, but I fail to.
Yeah. We both do that. We preach it, like, but it's just, well, also it's like for me, it's like I'm not putting in crazy amounts. I'm not investing more than I'm willing to lose. So it's like if I turn 0.5 ETH into 1.2 ETH, it's not like I hope that these projects go up more, right? You want to make more money, but I think it is important to take profits. What about you, Rodney? I know you're a big DJing down there. You've been DJing in every day?
Not every day, but yeah, I've been still buying some meme coins because I still love meme coins. But yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? It's tough to buy meme coins right now because one, if you're gonna buy a meme coin, you better be prepared to sit your ass on the computer most of the day because you're going to miss the pump if you go out and do normal people things. Like if you think you're going to buy a meme coin and go out and live a life or go to sleep, absolutely not, because you're going to go to bed. It's going to be up 1,000x. You're going to wake up in the morning and it's going to be zero, right? So I've been buying. So I bought Raptor yesterday and I've been buying a few other meme coins, but I've noticed that, these plays that we had a month ago are far and few between. So I have been buying, but it's far and few between. Yeah.
Yeah, it all changes. Shout out to Hal Robin for the $20 donation. He says, Poppy has held its floor strong during this market madness. Fundies are solid to include a 100-year liquidity lock. LP lock team is on the precipice, I like that word, of becoming a major catalyst in the staking/lotto arena. Check it. Shout out to Hal Robin for the $20 banger.
Nice.
We appreciate you, but I agree, guys. Everything has changed since May and April, but it will be back. That's why you have to be in the space, right? You don't have to invest. You have to stay in the space because there will be another Pepe, right? There will be another SHIB. There will be another Dogecoin. And if you do get in those early, that's the lottery chance you have to change your life. Now, I don't say that to make it seem like everyone's going to do it. It's few and far between, but there are people who invested in Pepe in April who made millions of dollars. I think Pauly is one of those guys. Let's talk about Pauly. So he literally started a trend where he posted his ETH address and he said, hey, send me ETH. You guys will get nothing. I think he raised over $1 million. He launched a website and he's actually giving people nothing. Is this legal? What's your take on this, guys?
Yeah, completely legal.
People are
send me money to my address. He just said you're going to get nothing. People are sending millions of dollars or $1 million and some change now to, and he's been trolling. I love Pauly, by the way. First of all, Pepe Army in the house. Let's go. But I love Pauly. He's the ultimate absolute troll. He's been trolling BitBoy lately too. But yeah, he's a troll and people sending him money to this wallet. I mean, what do you want? Dude, that video is so funny, dude.
And I was gonna ask you guys. Oh, that was your video, right, Rodney? You're the one who.
No, I uploaded that. I asked him if I could upload it. He said he was cool with it, but that one was so funny. But I did make one. He did retweet though.
Okay. What I was gonna ask you guys about was the BitBoy getting hacked. Like I know it happened to Jake not too long ago either. Like, man, what's your guys' take? People are.
I think it happened. Yeah, like a lot of people call BitBoy a scammer, and they said he probably a lot of people think like, hey, they say BitBoy is a scammer. He launched a token and wanted to make money, but if it didn't happen to me, I might believe it. But like, dude, it's happened to so many people in the space, right? I believe it happened to Stevie Aoki. I think it happened to him. It happened to me. It happened to Jadeon. There's no way to stop it, man. Like they call and they say, what's his full name? Oh, Ben Armstrong. Let's find his cell phone provider. He uses Verizon. They have insiders that work at Verizon, and they say, "Hey, I'm a SIM card swapper. I'm going to pay you $10,000 or $15,000 to sell me BitBoy Crypto's PIN, his address, etc." They call into the company and they say, "Hey, I need to make a SIM card swap for my phone. My name's Ben Armstrong. Here's my PIN. Here's my address," and they're able to swap it. And as soon as they swap it, if you don't have the correct security protocols on there, they can get into everything. They can get into your iCloud. They can get into your Gmail. They can get into your Twitter. And then what they do is, they're not trying to like harm anything. They're not trying to do anything like crazy. They just want to tweet these scam links to make money. So personally, I believe that BitBoy Crypto was hacked. And even Rodney, I know Rodney's like one of the biggest haters, I guess you could say, trolls of BitBoy Crypto. He doesn't like BitBoy Crypto, but even you would put out a tweet saying, hey, I think he did get a SIM card hack.
Of course, yeah, because it happened to you. And I remember I was at the airport and you called me like, Rodney, my Twitter got hacked, which is like the most vulnerable feeling you could have. Because first of all, livelihood, right? Your Twitter, and you guys did an excellent job on like your Twitters. I mean, actual natural engagement. And when you're a big platform like that, you're having people like pretend to be you and show your community scams, and they're trying to sound like you, right? But yeah, I mean, he wasn't scamming people. He legitly got hacked. You know what I mean?
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. But it's like on Twitter, anyone's going to say anything. If it didn't happen to me, like I would probably, but I saw it happen to me and I saw how crazy it was. Like literally my phone just goes to SOS mode. And I'm like, what's going on? And I get a text saying, hey, you've requested to change your SIM card. I call AT&T and they're like, yeah, it looks like the account owner your mom did. I call my mom. She's like, I didn't do anything. And then I was like, hey, activate my eSIM, right? Because I wasn't thinking I was getting SIM card swapped. And then the next day, the same thing happened. They try to log into my iCloud, log into my Gmail. So it's the latest hack. and they target influencers, right? And they especially target people in the crypto space. BitBoy crypto person, one of the biggest influencers. He's someone that would be targeted. I don't think he would do something that dumb, that that bad, right? Like literally called the F Gary Gensler or F SEC fund. But that's my take. Me and Rodney both are on the side of BitBoy crypto. YourPOP, what's your take?
No, I'm on the side too, but I think again, what it does is it raises that like alarm, right? For all of us, all three of us are influencers. All three of us have platforms, and if this can happen to anybody, right? So my question now becomes, how do we protect ourselves from it? Obviously, we do everything we can with 2FA, all the things, but I think for us, it's not like getting, an identity theft, right? There are different products out there. For us, it's protecting all of the people that are following our platforms. You know what I mean? So yeah. What are ways to really protect yourself, if there are ways? Yeah. And do you think his lawsuit with Verizon, and did you put a lawsuit against AT&T, Jake?
No, because I didn't lose anything, right? Like they got into my Twitter, they posted a couple links, and I don't know, like no one's reached out to me saying, hey, I tried it. Like Rodney put out a tweet, YourPOP put out a tweet, everybody put it. I made a video like, hey, don't click these links. I hope no one lost any money, but I didn't lose anything. And if you just go to like AT&T, watch this right here. AT&T SIM card swap lawsuit. Like there's people that have lost like millions of dollars, and they've lost the lawsuits because when you sign up with AT&T, look at this, AT&T off the hook in $24 million crypto SIM swap case. So this was 2023, April 4th, 2023. So this just happened. Like, dude, so essentially like what they're doing is they SIM card swap you. And if you have crypto on your phone, which I hope all three of us have hardware wallets, right? I have no crypto on my phone. Like everything's locked in a hardware wallet in a safe. That's the number one way to protect yourself. Now, as an influencer, in order to not get your stuff hacked, you just don't have the worst thing you could do is have 2FA to your phone, because if they SIM card swap you, they can get in with your phone, right? I think I had that with my Twitter at first. Now I have like Google Authenticator, and I have a pin that I have written down that I type in that's not digitally. But before I had it, I believe my 2FA was backed up to my Gmail. When they SIM card swap me, they were able to get into my phone, access to my phone, aka they were able to get into your Gmail. So I think the most important thing you do is not have yes, 2FA is better than no 2FA, but not have it to your phone number, because they're able to get in.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the BitBoy story real quick, is the whole Zach XBT, which is a pretty trusted person in our space who's not a fan of BitBoy, actually said like, it's the same group of hackers going around doing this to people. So yeah, I mean, it sucks because once they get access to your phone, I mean, it's not only just like your crypto stuff, it's like your personal stuff too, which is crazy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys use any products? Like I'm actually an affiliate, but I don't really, I have never talked about them, but like Aura, for example, do you guys use any of those kind of things where they like give you a $2 million, $5 million insurance, $20 a month? If you get hacked, money stolen, they pay you back?
No, what's Aura? No. I've never heard of it. Aura Ring?
Yeah. Let me talk to you guys after. Yeah, because they're actually looking for influencers to start talking about their product. And it's
please, yeah.
It's huge. Like they've grown big. I haven't even signed up yet, but I was wondering what your guys' take was on it. So
I think there's something. So I had like a 6-hour chat with a SIM cards, like an expert in this space. And he says that these right here, this right here, I recommend everyone to get one. It's called a Yubiki. It's essentially a hardware wallet for all of your passwords and codes. So let's say you want to, like phishing season is over. Let's say you want to log in to your Twitter. You have to physically plug this thing into your computer and type in the code. So no one can change anything with a Yubiki like this. I've set mine up. But essentially like it's a hardware wallet, right? It's another device that you have to plug in order to change anything, change your passwords, change your Gmail, change your iCloud, et cetera, et cetera. So it's something that I would recommend, but this is essentially a hardware wallet for all of your passwords.
Gotcha.
It's it, man. Like it's wild though. It's like you have to protect yourself physically, right? You know, as an influencer in the crypto, but you also have to protect yourself digitally. And this is the new way of hacking, but it's a problem with the cell phone companies, you know?
Yeah.
Because they have insiders that sell you information, but it makes sense. But to sum that up, I would just say like I don't think that BitBoy Crypto is doing anything that harmful where he's gonna fake getting hacked. And there's a big movement like we saw, like, and you remember the Steve Aoki thing as well, right? Steve Aoki was tweeting about Zap, like about Ben.eth. Like I think that was also a SIM card hack. It happened to Jadeon. Jadeon's a pretty big influencer in the space. He made a video. It happened to me. It happened to me. It happens quite a bit. So all they need is your full name. They call the cell phone provider. They can SIM card swap you right away, and they get access into anything that's like not necessarily super protected. So hopefully it doesn't happen to anybody else. Hopefully the cell phone companies are able to fix it. But we shall see what happens here.
Time to move to prepaid again.
Right, Cricket Wireless.
Yeah. I don't even know what they are, like iWireless or whatever it was.
Or some shit. Was it
exactly
what's the one for old people called? I forgot what that one's called. But J-O-Ho!
We got another donation. We got some big guys. You think we're in a bear market? You think crypto's falling? We got some big donations. Robin forgot to mention at Poppycoin ETH, staking goes live today. The first of a suite of gambling utilities. Let's check it out. When you send in $100, guys, we check out the charts. Poppycoin.eth. I've been seeing this one for a while. Are they surviving the bear market? This actually is a really good meme. I've seen this meme quite a bit all over crypto Twitter. Poppycoin, Miss Pepe become a Poppy. Poppycoin, aka Cash. Let's pull up the chart here for Poppycoin. Shout out to Hal Robin for joining the YouTube memberships as well as the $100 donation here. Pop, first take on the site. You like it?
I like it. I like it so far. There's effort. I like seeing effort in anything.
Papi chulo.
So you can stake it. Go ahead, Rodney.
Yeah, I remember I bought some Poppycoin, but it took a fat dump, so I got out of it. But maybe it's recovering. Let me see.
Let's see if we can pull it up. The chart, Poppy. It's been around for a little while. I guess it's been around for a long time in the meme coin space at a $1.15 million market cap. And it looked like it launched back in May 25th is when it launched. So what does it say? The first of a suite of gambling utilities, and staking goes live today. So staking will be going live today. Dylan's Game says, have you seen the new Conor McGregor allegations? No, what are they?
Guy is fucking.
What is it?
That guy needs to stop fighting. He's just too rich. He doesn't care about fighting, which is fine. Party, do your thing, bro. But I don't know. I have not seen him.
I haven't seen it. His documentary is pretty solid, but it's what happens when you get to that point of fame. Like we saw it with Andrew Tate. Who knows if Andrew Tate is guilty or not guilty? I think we still await that, but it's like there's allegations coming out all the time. It's like anonymous people are saying like, oh, Andrew Tate abused me or Andrew Tate raped me. It's like when you get to that level of fame, and it also happened with Kobe Bryant. I don't think Kobe Bryant, may he rest in peace, he had the allegations that he raped someone, right? It's like, dude, Kobe Bryant doesn't need to rape anybody, right? Like it's Kobe Bryant. Obviously, you don't really know what happened. I think he was proven to be not guilty, but it's like when you reach that level of fame and stardom, the cases start to come out against you.
Yeah, I think it was something. I think it was like with these guys, it's like, you know, it's usually easy for them to settle than to like really go to court and stuff like that because like the negative publicity. So if it's like in their best interest to settle and pay these people money, they'll do that. But I don't. Who knows, right? But I just can't imagine Conor, you know, is having to, you know, do that to somebody because that's what the allegations are. It was an RAPE case today with Conor. Yeah, at the NBA Finals supposedly. I mean, if he's married with kids, he should probably stop piping other women because that's exactly what he's doing. Fine, do your thing, rumble, young man, rumble. And I think they're having their fourth kid next. Recently, that was announced, but I don't think he's raping or RAPing anybody. You know what I mean?
I don't think he needs to. Conor McGregor accrues of RAPing woman at NBA Finals game. He denies allegations. It would probably be so annoying, man. It would probably be just you know, especially if you have nothing to do with it, right? Like, because anyone could just say anything and it's a headline. And look, we're talking about it, right? Someone came into the stream. We're talking about it. But is he doing it? Probably not. According to the letters, the woman was able to get McGregor off her by telling him she had to urinate. But then McGregor allegedly forced her to have oral sex with him. McGregor, 34, is then accused of grabbing the woman and pinning her against the wall before attempting to sodomize her. It's like,
sorry, do you mind scrolling up because it said she was trying to urinate, right? By telling him, she had to urinate. Go up for a second, just a little bit higher. I think it was the first paragraph, where he violently sexually assaulted a woman inside a men's bathroom. Why is a woman trying to urinate in a men's bathroom?
Did he drag her in there?
Yeah,
she was trying to urinate in a men's bathroom. Like
it's a lot of it doesn't make sense, you know. And here's the thing: there should be penalties for like false allegations. Like if you accuse someone falsely and it proves that they're not guilty, I don't think anything happens to you as the accuser.
Yeah, you get in trouble, but. You know, I was watching one about a USC student, like a guy who got accused of that because she had to explain to her boyfriend why she banged a guy in the morning. But there's all kind of video evidence of her like on him at the bar, her like hopping in the hotel lobby with him to the room, her walking out all fine. So, you know, it sucks that in this world we're living, you're guilty until proven innocent.
Exactly. And Bleeves Crypto's here. This is Rodney's best friend, Bleeves Crypto.
Wrong.
Bleeves is always wrong. No, Bleeves is usually right. Bleeves is doing some big things. Shout out to Bleeves. Thanks for joining us here today. Bleeves, what's your take on the Conor McGregor allegations? It's just like once you reach that level of fame, though, it's what happens. Let's take a look at Andrew Tate. Have you guys listened to that most recent Patrick Bet David interview? And what's your thoughts on Andrew Tate as a person as a whole?
Let me go first.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
I think that I think that like he's polarizing. So a lot of people, it's either you really hate him, or you love him. You're not in the middle. And I think that to be like big in our culture, that has to be the case. Same thing with Conor McGregor, right? I think that he has a lot of good values for young men out there. I think that he does kind of portray this weird little fantasy land that not every man is capable of. Because let's be honest, not every man is Andrew Tate. Not every man has those personality traits. But I do think that young men in our society nowadays, it's like, there's nothing more worthless than a young man, and we're searching for meaning. And I think that young men need like some kind of role model, because the point is like there's an attack against masculinity in our society, and it's disgusting. It's like you can't be a man anymore without being, oh, you're toxic. When it's like the only thing that's loved unconditionally in this world are women, dogs, and children, not men. So I think that Andrew Tate's good for young men. I don't think everything is good for young men, but I think overall he's a good role model. It's just that, it's okay to have a girlfriend,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's okay. Not every girl's gonna blow your neighbor while you're at work. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
what's your take? I haven't heard your thoughts on Andrew Tate as a person or him as a influencer in the space.
Yeah, I agree with Rodney 100%. I think, again, he does say things that are polarizing. I think, again, he is someone that is very controversial, and some of the way he delivers some of his messages, he could do a maybe better job. But again, I think he's trying to, like, the things that he's preaching, don't go out and do drugs. Don't go watch pornography. Don't take care of your, do take care of your health. He said,
Yes.
he sent out a tweet. He said, I think I've had more of an impact on our youth and young men that are out there to get them out of their video game addictions to the gym. I love that. I think that's what we need. We need men who are men,
100%, bro. That's one thing that we always talk about, especially in today's day and age when there's so much computers and screens and things like that. It's very, very important. Let's switch back into crypto news. The U.S. Congressman from Ohio, I believe his name is Warren, he introduced a bill to fire Gary Gensler. Let's go around the blockchain here and get some hot takes on Gary Gensler, guys. This guy, first off, he's the SEC chair. He pretty much rules. He's essentially the king, like he doesn't have any checks and balances. He does what he wants, right? He's the emperor of the SEC, if you will. He recently had a lawsuit, put out a lawsuit against Coinbase, right? Alleging that they're operating as an illegal brokerage here in America, where Coinbase has said, look, we've tried to reach out with the SEC and work with you guys on numerous occasions. You guys have denied. He went after Binance as well recently, and we found out that he actually applied to work at Binance as an advisor. In 2019, he was rejected. Now there's a bill going around trying to fire Gary Gensler. Dude, what's going on with the U.S.? We all are U.S. citizens. We all live here in America. We all wish that that the U.S. was the hub of cryptocurrency. I mean, we have such great cities like Los Angeles and Miami and New York that could do great for cryptocurrencies, but we're really stifling innovation. We're pushing innovation elsewhere into countries like China. Right now, China is they're implementing CBDCs. They're welcoming businesses and banks into Hong Kong. We're stifling innovation here. Isn't it kind of sad to see? For me, I'm pissed because I love this country, and it's upsetting to see that the U.S. is literally all these old congressmen are just trying to put in laws and regulations to destroy cryptocurrency here in America.
Yeah, man. I think, again, with Gary Gensler specifically, like, this is personal for him, and he needs to get out. He needs to get booted, and that's it. And I agree. I think, like, I've been seeing and having so many conversations about, like, the appeal of America because I've been here since early 2000s, right? 20 plus years, immigrated here from Africa, from nothing. And now the appeal of living here for all of us as immigrants and people who are second generation, it's not there anymore, right? We're seeing how there's this agenda that's being pushed on children, on whatever. Outside of just crypto, I think America as a whole is really just stifling the growth of its people. That's what I'm kind of seeing right now. Whether it's crypto or just the ability to kind of practice whatever you want to, it's just not happening anymore. So kind of my take. And at some point, maybe down the future in the next 5 years, I could see myself leaving.
Really?
Yeah.
Where would you go? Where's the country you would go to?
So I grew up in the United Arab Emirates. I was there for 7 years, and a lot of family out there. Great education system, because that's the thing that was appealing to the U.S. was the safety. Of course, it's safe, which is not the case anymore. Right now, you can't go to the grocery store thinking I'm going to be 100% okay.
100%.
That's not right. So we have like that whole epidemic that's been happening, whatever. But I think in addition, it's just the safety is not here, and the education is starting to become lackluster. Unless maybe you're going to an Ivy League, you might get a decent education. But I don't know. I think I'm more interested in figuring out maybe the Middle East or even Europe. Who knows? Areas of Europe, not all of Europe.
Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree too. It's like, dude, it's from when we grew up in the 2000s to where it's
Dude.
at now. It's like America has definitely been on the downtrend. Rodney, do you ever see yourself leaving America, or is this a place you could live forever?
You know what? I didn't. So I don't know. Things change. You know, times change. And I honestly, I never saw myself leaving California. But I mean, I'm being honest. I mean, it's like you visit a place and then you look at like the regulations and the rules around the world, and it's like sometimes it's just easier to move. And if I love cryptocurrency, crypto is kind of like my life, and I plan on doing this as long as I can. And if the United States is going to try to stomp out cryptocurrency and make it illegal and make it hard for us to use or anything like that, of course I could see myself leaving. I don't mind moving to a different place. That's because look at, I mean, United States, it's still the greatest country in the world, but it isn't what it used to be. And there are plenty of other opportunities and places to go in developing nations that could be the next best thing. I mean, we're seeing a lot of nations turn their back on the USA because we've been kind of ruling with an iron fist in a way, bullying people with sanctions and those sorts of things, pretty much having a US Army base or just military base all around the world and getting all these dumb wars for no reason. You know, I could see myself definitely moving and living 100%, 1000%. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm taking a trip to Italy and I think Israel in July. Maybe I just stay there, boys. Huh? Maybe I just stay over there.
Why
Come
not?
back.
Why not?
Why not us? You know, we'll see. And someone said I forgot to pull up the dollar squeeze chart. You're right. They did send in 100. I think it was 100 euros, which is actually more favorable here on the channel than the dollars because the dollars are going to ship. Here's the dollar squeeze chart. Their goal, their mission is to get to $1.
Nice.
They're at 6 cents. And Rodney, I'm not a math major, but I believe we're 94 cents away from that dollar mark, dollar squeeze. Thank you so much for the donation, dollar squeeze. We had some big donations. Honestly, we had some big donations. You would think that it's a bull market with all these donations that were coming in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Doc Hughes. Y'all have a great day. Great discussion today. Hate to miss it, but I got to take my little girl out to lunch and fishing. Nice. Enjoy. That's what everyone needs to do.
Good dad.
My mom's actually in town. I'm going to be taking the afternoon off. I'm going to go have some fun, hopefully get some sunshine and just enjoy the day because it's very, very important. Pop, I want to talk to you about this. We can talk offline or on, but it's like, how important is it, you know, especially during these times? Like, there's not much going on in crypto. Most of the shit's negative. How important is it to take some time off, you know, to spend time with your family, to not be on Twitter 24/7, to not be streaming all the time? It's like, it's important for the mental health because crypto will come back. You will be here. But in these dark times, is it more important to take some time off or to be consistent and stay on here and do streams?
Absolutely. As a family man, I mean, you guys know by now, like I have a newborn. So
Yes.
My wife and I, like any minute that I'm not on, which has not really been much lately, a couple hours a day and maybe a few hours a day of trading, I'm just hanging out with the family. So
Nice.
it's crucial. I think right now we're planning a trip. We don't know where. Like we were in Aruba earlier this year. Maybe we'll go to, I don't know, Hawaii or go to California. Just
Nice.
leave the Midwest and get some sunshine for a couple weeks. Come back and guess what? Everything is still probably the same. Like crypto's still going to be here. Hopefully.
It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere.
What does Bleez mean by this? Crypto will be fine in the USA. Crypto itself is not fine. I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like crypto is fine elsewhere and not in the US.
Well, I think what he means is that because I think that the issue, but the thing is like the SEC is not going after the main issues with the cryptocurrencies, which is a bunch of random shit coins launching and pre-sales and shit that are wrecking people. Instead, they're going after maybe the tried and true things in our space like Binance and Coinbase because they want to destroy crypto from the top down. You don't want to go after the people that are actually wrecking the space. You want to go after the big guys and make a statement. I think that's what he means. But I think that cryptocurrency will always be a niche thing. It'll always be its own market, but we shouldn't treat it as like what the SEC is trying to do. It should be regular like gambling, in my opinion. That's what it should be.
Exactly. Yeah. It's look, it's a wild space, man. And it's like I do welcome in regulation in some sorts, but here's the thing. It's like when you give the US government a little bit of power, they tend to take more, right? It's never just a little bit. I feel like they've done a decent job though in the traditional financial markets. Like it's regulated, but you know, it's safe, it's fair. Not everyone can just launch a new token anytime. So I don't know if it was similar to what we have with the traditional, the S&P 500, et cetera, the Dow Jones, it would be good. But it's like, I feel like our government is just trying to stifle and kill it rather than regulate is what I kind of feel. Yeah.
I mean, I did like a whole thing on it. I mean, I wrote in a whole quote from this guy I watched yesterday, Patrick Boyle. They're making it. They're saying come register, but they're making it impossible for crypto to register. It's like a dark joke, right? It's impossible for crypto to be compliant because they don't want it. Yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah, I think innovation is going out. I mean, I know countries like Dubai, right? China, they're welcoming in crypto innovation. So we'll see what happens there. Guys, that's the stream today. We just hit an hour on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys going to be streaming later today? Pop, are you doing any Twitter spaces today?
Spaces in 1 hour with the developer. Yes, we are going to be doing a spaces. Inedible.
Let me pull that up. Is that the inedible developer?
Yeah, Robert Porter. And he's actually someone that's pretty respectable in the space. He's kind of a smaller dev. He created a protocol that is, I think, had a valuation of about $1 billion. They recently tokenized it. But you have people like Zach XBT following him on Twitter, and some other people. The founder and developer of Phantom Chain also follows him.
Oh,
so mutual
no
friend.
shit.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be interesting just hearing his take, because we want to know about, like, what's his take on meme coins, what's his take on crypto. Inedible, cool. That's this project. Awesome. But I think I'm more excited just to hear from the dev side. Like, damn. Because I met with a dev last week, and he's bearish on meme coins, but bullish on crypto. So
really?
Hey, okay.
Yeah. He said it's unfair, the amount of money that we're seeing as developers. We're seeing in these meme coins that these very lackluster contracts where we have really strong foundational projects that are launching, but no one is funding them.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, but that's just what happens, in the Degen space. Rodney, what about you? I know you streamed earlier today. I think you did 2 streams today. Still streaming, or are you going to be taking the afternoon off?
No, I'm not gonna be streaming, but I'll be putting out content today. I'm still packing and stuff for my moves. So yeah, so I'm gonna be packing today and putting out content. I'll put out some Pepe videos, maybe an XRP video or something like that. Just put out content for you guys. I may stream tonight, but we'll see. But definitely content.
Awesome, guys. Well, that's the stream, guys. That is the 3 Amigo streams every Thursday, 10 a.m. PST. We rotate channels. Some stuff to talk about today. We just kind of wanted to shoot the shit, stay active with you guys. But that is the stream, guys. Make sure to hit the like button on your way out. Us 3 will be back next Thursday, 10 a.m. PST. Until then, enjoy your time, guys. Keep investing, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace out, everybody.
Bye now. Peace.
Bye-bye.